This is Coach Minor, and I got next.
You next up and you ain't been on Sports Like Talk. Like, what are you doing? Hey, you better hit him up. Look, you breaking next and you up next. Kings and queens go hard. Rising star on the big scene, make them know who you are. You don't break a sweat, don't settle for less. They put you through that test, your resume that flex. Who got next? Who got next? SLT, ready, set, go. Who got next? Who got next? Living my dreams and all your goals. Who got next? Who got next? You can ask B. Jones or head coach. Who got next? Who got next? You next up, so here's my vote. Chill.
Next, you got next, SLT Nation. Welcome back to another fire episode of Sports Life Talks. You got next, a premier platform that gives exposure to the voices of tomorrow. That's right, the fellas over here at Sports Life Talk, we are searching all over this country and we are finding rising superstars in our communities who are doing big things and accomplishing big dreams. And I don't know if y'all ever heard of Grant Pass Oregon, but we got one of his prodigal sons right now in the building. 13 years in the coaching game, and this dude is making a mark on all different types of levels. We're going to tell y'all a crazy story today, but let's make some noise. Pacific University for one of your very own, the assistant men's basketball coach. Let's go, Brant Minor. How you doing today?
Let's go. I'm hyped, man. I appreciate that introduction. This is going to be a good time. I'm really looking forward to this. You have scoured all over the globe to find a guy out here in Oregon, all the way from down there in Texas. So I appreciate you reaching out and getting connected. And I'm excited about this conversation.
Yeah. This is our second time being in Oregon, as a matter of fact. So we don't get to kick it out your ways much, Coach. So we are super excited about you telling us what's cracking over there at Pacific University and how you came about being so heavily involved in the game of basketball. But before we do that, allow me to reintroduce myself. I am your host, the mouth out of South, B. Jones, the OG, all things Louisiana. Put your L's up, Mr. Yeet is in the building, and I'm rocking alongside my brother from another mother, the other side of the logo, the Quiet Storm, the head coach KT. Kev, it's almost close to the end of the year, baby. How you feeling today, man?
I'm feeling great, B. Jones. I'm playing injured today, so I think Coach would appreciate me showing up today. So, man, let's turn up for Portland. Let's go.
Let's go.
Hey, well, Coach, you know how Michael Jordan do. He'll carry the team. You know what I'm saying? Even when he'll have players around him that's sick, if MJ will still carry them boys to a championship. That's what I'm going to do today. So, Coach, this is what I need you to do, all right? I need you to take your right hand. I need you to reach over your left shoulder for me, Coach. And when you do that, I need you to grab that strap. And I need you to pull it down. And we need you to buckle up, Coach Minor. This is about to be a crazy ride. All right, here we go, Pacific. We got to ask a small favor of y'all. We're trying to grow this platform. 2023 has been amazing. That's right. We're about to go into 2024. The year of the Mamba is what me and KT are calling it. And we need your support. We need you to stick around and help this program go to a whole nother level. That's right. We need you to do the big podcast 3, the Trinity. Y'all know what that is. On the count of 3, I'm going to do a lot of hooting and hollering. I need you to smash that subscribe button. We got close to 500, if not over 500 episodes. And we got a bunch more coming. We promise we're going to stay humble and we're going to be the hardest working podcast in the game. Number 2, we need you to hit that like button as many times as Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg will allow you to punch that joint. You hear me? We need this show to bubble all the way up to the top. And number 3, hey, it's holiday season, baby. That's right. Sharing is caring. We need you to give this show out to your friends and family and tell everybody what is cracking over there at Pacific University and this dope guy below us, Brant Minor, and how he's impacting the game. Coach, is Pacific Rock with us?
Man, I'm getting the word out up here in P-Town. Portland, Oregon, shout out. We're going to get this thing popping today, man. We're going to spread it out, share it. Sharing is caring. We're going to spread the message. Let's go.
All right, P-Town, I like that, KT. P-Town, let's go. Let's turn up the noise. On the count of 3, do it like you true to it. 1, 2, 3. Boo! Yeah, baby. Welcome to the Sports Life Talk family. That's right. If you did any of those 3 actions, me and KT, we love you like play cousins. That's right. We don't do fans around here. We don't do followers around here. We only do family. So welcome to the Sports Life Talk family. And listen, Coach, if you did any of those 3, let's throw a basketball emoji. You like a basketball emoji, Coach? Let's throw the basketball emoji down in the comments just so KT and I can personally reach out to you and tell you those two impactful words. Thank you. All right, Coach. I don't know, man. I feel like it's something major going to happen, but today we going to go monarchy. Let's go. Brant Minor, are you ready for the Sports Life Talk?
Let's go. I'm pumped, man. I'm ready. All right,
Coach. To initiate you into the SLT family, you got to give us your top 5 music artists.
Top 5 music artists. Tupac. I'm from the 90s, so I'll take it back all the way to there. But I can go newer with, I like a little pop country, Old Dominion. New to you guys, probably. Judah and the Lion, another cool band. MJ, Michael Jackson, always gets me hyped. And we'll go Ben Harper, slow it down a little bit. So that's 5 very unique styles of music. Let's go.
Super unique.
But here's the thing, though. The fact that you started off with Tupac, you already... you won the top 5 with me when you said that. So what we like to do, man, we like to rank everybody's top 5. The highest you can get is 5. Now, Tupac alone got him 13, B. Jones, and he dropped him.
What about Judah and the Lions then, no, KT? That's some new.
Yeah, I mean,
you guys got to do some research. I don't want to give you 5 slamming bangers that you guys know. I want to drop a sprinkle here or there. I love it. Go do some research on.
I love it, Coach.
I love it too, but I don't think I want to do that much research. I'll stick with the Tupac and Michael Jackson. All right, so what we're going to do, B. Jones, let's give them 20. Let's give them 20 for their top 5. Because as soon as Tupac, B. Jones, I was like this. Tupac, there he got it.
Hey, they can't
all eyes on me now. Let's go.
If they can't see this, but I fixed my glasses. I had to perch them back up. I'm like, Coach, you digging that Tupac? Let's go.
All right, I give a shout out to my roommate, sophomore year of college, Donald Wilson. I had him watching Seinfeld. He turned me on to Tupac a little bit. So shout out Donald Wilson, Crenshaw High, LA's finest. Let's go.
All right, so who is your favorite superhero and why?
Favorite superhero, man, I'm either going to go Batman, Superman, Pac-Man, but I'm going to go Superman. Superman is my favorite superhero because, I mean, they named the superhero after him, I guess, right? Superhero, Superman, let's go. Final answer, Superman.
All right, we asked a superhero question because we consider every coach that comes on here a superhero. With that said, all superheroes need their own theme music, so what'd your theme song be?
Oh, I don't know. I was the superhero Superman, but my theme song, you guys might, have you ever heard of a guy named Rod Stewart? A song that goes Forever Young?
Forever Young. Yeah, I know about that.
Whichever way you're at, you nailed it. Forever Young. Let's go theme song. That was my high school theme song or class song. Because in my heart, I hope you'll always stay forever young. So there we go. Theme song.
I'm impressed by both of y'all today. You know what I'm saying? Kevin just hit a Rod Stewart high note. Took us way to close out 2023, KT. That's what I'm talking about.
I don't think if my knee wasn't hurting, B. Jones, I would have hit that note. I was in pain. All right, so what is something that basketball has taught you that you can use when you're not on the court?
Teamwork and passion. And there's so many answers that flew in my head, KT, when you asked that, because life. I mean, I learned life through the game of basketball, and that's being a teammate, having a passion for what you do. And, you know, I just feel like the harder you work at it, the more results and better outcome you get. And that's a life lesson. So there's so many of those life lessons that I've taken away. But I think just, you know, being a team and team player and just the confidence, you know, of being able to walk around. And so I definitely think there's just so many life lessons that you get from basketball.
All right, Coach B. Jones and I, we're going to produce a movie that's centered around you. The one thing that we're missing is a lead actor. Who should we get to play you in the story of your life?
Denzel Washington. My favorite. Or Bradley Cooper. Or Bradley Cooper.
Yeah, because we can't afford
those guys
Denzel.
Would be able to portray me pretty well, I think. I think either one of those guys could nail a B minor acting job. So those are the two I'd toss out there for that answer.
B. Jones, you're talking about we can't afford Denzel. We can't afford Bradley Cooper either, man.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Unless it's the Hangover, we do a Hangover type movie. I think he'll do something like that for us. But besides that, man, we are in trouble.
All right, might take a lot of money to get Denzel to try to act like me. I mean,
I don't know. I think Denzel will be up for the challenge. I think he'll be up for the challenge. Yeah, but we still can't afford it. We have to get Denzel's cousin Melvin or something. I don't know.
The great value, Denzel.
No doubt. So, Coach, this is probably the most important question of the initiation. Well, to B. Jones and I anyway, because we love to eat. So when we travel, we got to eat. So when we come down there to check y'all out, what's that one food spot you're going to recommend? What's your go-to meal there?
Bites, B-I-T-E-S, Bites Restaurant. It's not a chain. They only have them here in Forest Grove. There's only one. And the coconut risotto.
Mic drop.
What coconut risotto is, do you?
No, I know coconut.
You got to say coconut.
Risotto.
It's not. You have to look that one up too. Risotto. It's kind of like a rice pasta type dish. But yeah, it'd be something new that you guys don't get down there in Texas. So I don't want to take you to a barbecue spot. I'm not going to insult y'all like that.
Right.
So I'm going to take you guys to Bites Restaurant right here in Forest Grove. And you guys will have the best coconut risotto, since you've never had any before, that you've ever had. Let's go.
Coach is keeping Portland weird. I love it. Let's go.
And we can listen to some Rod Stewart while we eating the B. Jones. Forever young. All right. Now it's time for the You Got Next offering. We're passing our collection plates around and asking you to hit that subscribe button. Make sure you like this video. Leave us your top 5 music artists, your theme song, and your favorite superhero in the comments. And finally, go to our website. B. Jones, can you point to that? SLTUGotNext.com to learn more about us and the other You Got Next family members. Now allow me to turn it over to B as we learn more about our newest family member, our newest play cousin, Coach Brant Minor. So B. Jones, go ahead and take it away, brother.
Hey, today we are not A sharp. Today we are B minor. How many B minor jokes did you get growing up, Coach?
Major. Minor was major. Got a lot of that. Minor is major, and his name is Minor, but he's major, and B Funk and B Minor. Yeah, definitely a good last name for sure.
It was a basketball player that I was a big fan of for the Miami Heat. His name was Harold Minor. You remember Harold Minor?
Baby Jordan.
Baby Jordan. Look at that. Look, Coach. Hey, Coach got that juice. Coach got that juice. All right, Coach. Well, we're super excited about having you on the show. We just learned a little bit about you and some of the things you like and what make you unique. But today we're about to tell them your incredible story, because this thing is oozing with tidbits. I hope y'all buckled up, because this is about to be a great one. But let's take them back to the beginning. Every story, every superhero story starts with the Genesis, right? It starts with falling in a vat of primordial ooze or something. But Coach, tell us what it was like in Grant Pass, and when did you fall in love with the game of basketball?
Man, Grants Pass is not a huge city. It's about 26,000 people when I was growing up, but it's definitely a high school that loves high school, or it's a community that loves high school athletics. So it was a pretty big deal to be the basketball player there, but it started way before that. I have a brother that's 5 years older than I am. and he taught me to love the game. So since I can remember, I was playing, but I take it further back than that. My dad's mother, my grandmother on my paternal side, scored over 100 points in a game, y'all.
Against who?
That's a fact. Ripley's Believe It or Not had it. You can Google it. I can send it to you if you want to. Hit me up on this Twitter. I'll send you the article that was written in the Oregonian about it. But she was a baller. Long before there was a whole lot of women's hoopers, Caitlin Clark, Sabrina Ionescu, those names. Gladys Minnie Minor is a name you would have heard of if you were around in Oregon in the 1930s. So that's where I credit a lot of my passion for the game is from my grandmother. Not the typical story, but I was taught at a young age. My dad and brother raised me right in Grants Pass and had a great experience growing up. And then I got the chance to play in college. And I don't know what the next question is going to be, so I don't want to get too far ahead of us. But definitely learned to love the game at a young age.
We're going to take it there. We definitely going to take it there. But I'm tripping off of Grace dropping 100 piece on somebody. That's crazy. Now, Coach, you look like you can still get a bucket. I like you. You got the Pacific warm up suit on right now. I don't know why I feel like you got the tearaway pants. We can't see.
If I had the tearaway pants, I would have stood up and ripped those off.
Hey, we know you can go. You look like you still could go, Coach. So when did you realize you were a little bit different with this game, knowing when did you realize that this game was going to take you places and that it was going to be a special part of your life?
Man, sophomore year, I thought I was pretty good. First team All Southern Oregon Conference. Then I went to Las Vegas, played in I think it was the Adidas Big Time tournament back then. And I realized, wow, there's guys 6'8" that can do everything I can do. I'm 6'2" and better than I can. And so that was kind of a wake-up call. But, I think I got pretty close to my ceiling, my potential level as a player. I walked on at the Division I level and got to play 2 years as a Division I walk-on and played in over half the games. And so I'd say it goes back to those high school days where I kind of felt like this is something I love more than anything else. And so I focused on it, and it's been good to me. Man, I can't tell you guys enough how much I'm thankful for the game of basketball and what it's done in my life. It's taken me around the world, literally. Not figuratively, literally. It's taken me to 17 countries and 49 states. And I love the game of basketball. It's brought people into my life, like I said, from all over different countries. There was 5 different countries represented on our college basketball team. So it's a unifier. I don't care whether you're black, white, Asian, Puerto Rican, Colombian. I've got friends of all races, religions. So it's definitely a unifying game. But basketball, it is one that I'd say in high school, I've realized this is going to be a big part of my life.
It's funny because that's why we ask the top 5, because everybody got a top 5. It's like sports and music are 2 things that it don't matter what you look like or what you believe in. We can sit next to each other with the New York Knicks or the LA Lakers hat and enjoy our teams, or listen to the same music, riding our car, singing Rod Stewart to the top of our lungs. But all right, Coach. So 13 years is not a short amount of time. Like, you've been there, you've done that. So I gotta ask, Coach, how did you transition? Because everybody can. Those who can play this, that doesn't necessarily mean that you can teach, coach, and reach, right? And right. So how did you transition from being that player to now calling plays and going out on the road and recruiting and being 13 years in the coaching game?
Yeah, I started coaching senior year. So I played my first 2 years at Portland. I didn't play my last 2. Got into coaching my senior year. I helped coach our women's team at the University of Portland. So that was kind of how I got my coaching break, was the coach on the women's side at the University of Portland. Had been there a long time, 20 some years. I was fortunate that he saw me play as a walk-on. And then when he found out I wasn't playing anymore, he invited me to be a part of his staff. So I was a student assistant, mostly just guarded the post players and broke down some film and did some stuff like that. But right after I graduated from Portland, I got into coaching, and here I am. I just turned 40, and I'm very fortunate to still be getting to do what I love around the game with Max Hoops and some of the other stuff we're going to talk about with Grit. So kind of transitioned right there from college, graduated. I've been around different places, but I'm fortunate to be where I'm at now. And so I think Jim Sollers, shout out, University of Portland's longtime head women's basketball coach. Sean Kelly, his associate head coach, gave me an opportunity. So just very thankful for those two guys to give me the chance as a student, 22-year-old student in college, to help coach a women's basketball team.
I love that, because everybody has kind of like a unique story. That's crazy that you literally got the opportunity when you were still in college to get that journey going. Now, if I had the opportunity to poll your players right now, how would they describe Coach Minor as a coach? I mean, what would they say about your coaching style and how you communicate in that locker room, on that sideline, and in between the whistles?
I'd say I hope they describe me as passionate. They don't always like me, but I hope they respect me.
No, I can't see it, Coach. I can't see them not liking Coach Minor. What grinds your gears, Coach? What gets you turned around?
I'll tell you, when kids mope or pout or bad body language. If you mope, if you pout, if you complain, it's gonna get me worked up. And I don't really like my blood pressure to get up too high. I'm not one of those coaches that looks for little things to piss me off, to get me animated. I can be a pretty animated guy, but if you mope, if you don't get what you want, and instead of doing what my dad would have told me, which is work harder, stay later, show up earlier, you still don't get what you want, you're not producing enough, because coaches are going to play guys that produce. If you mope when you don't get what you want, you're going to see me get my blood pressure up. And so I think most kids that play for me would say that, I'm a player's coach, but definitely you got to keep them a little bit, on the leash, and know that coach could lose it if you do mope or pout, because those things don't fly. Well, Coach, body language doesn't whisper, it screams to me. It's loud. It shows. Your body language says a lot that your voice won't. So that's one worked up.
So, Coach, I was reading a little bit of a tidbit. I didn't get to really do a lot of deep digging in it, but this whole basketball showcase with Max Hoops actually came about from a college business plan, or was it some sort of business entrepreneurial type deal you were in? Tell us a little bit about how'd you got involved with that, and how'd you come up with the idea of Max Hoops?
Yeah, that's an interesting story. It was a business plan competition. When I was in college at UP, they had a competition where you could write up a business plan and enter it into this competition. And I started up Max Hoops, a character developing exposure basketball camps. And I presented it, and the panel of judges liked it. And I got one of those Happy Gilmore size checks. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Those big ass checks. So I got one of those, and that's kind of how I got my camp started, was with a business plan competition, and got the camps going. And here it is 16 years later, and the camps are still going and still helping a lot of kids get that leadership development character component, while also getting to meet and work directly with current college coaches.
How much was the check worth, Coach?
$5,000, 5 G's.
Dang! You walked in and won
that was the question, right? It wasn't an $150. It was a $5K.
Yeah, I thought you was finna tell us a $500 gift card.
For a college kid?
Yeah.
Sheesh.
You got 5 stacks that quick. That's what's up, Coach. So who are the camps? So who are the exposure camps really for? Is this for a 3-star, 4-star who's trying to be a 5-star? Or this is for the kid who wants to be more involved with the game. Like who should be reaching out to you, Coach Minor, and getting involved with your showcases?
Yeah, so I think the kids that are under-recruited are the ones that really need it, because I bring in small college coaches to work hands-on with the players. So the coaches, the kids that maybe feel like, gosh, I need a look here, or I need an opportunity. Like the summer camp, I'll bring in 15 current college coaching buddies, and each coach does a half hour on the floor, a half hour in a classroom, and then a new coach takes over for a half hour on the floor, half hour in a classroom, back and forth all weekend between court and classroom. And I'm proud that I can say I run a camp where we don't just roll it out and let them run up and down and run fives. It's not a showcase event where we just roll it out and let them run up and down. It's actually developing skills, and there's a classroom piece to Max Hoops also.
That's fire. That's why you won the 5 G's right there, coach. You took it to that next level. You say, hey, this ain't just gonna be about the pill. This is gonna be about developing character. So that's what's up. Now, I love the titles of these. I guess you call it club programs. Some may call it AAU, but I love the names of these programs because everybody has a little bit of uniqueness. But behind the show, when we first got on, you told us what GRIT standard for, coach. Break down that acronym about GRIT for us.
Yeah, like with Max Hoops, trying to do a little more, obviously teach the character, the leadership, goal setting, time management, all of that stuff. But GRIT is for gratitude, resiliency, intensity, togetherness. So start with gratitude. I think all things start with gratitude, appreciation, thankfulness. You know, every morning I wake up, I try to show gratitude just for the day. And I try to show gratitude in things big and in things small and in all things. And so starting with gratitude and then resiliency. We started right after the pandemic with GRIT. So talking about just getting back up and, you know, having that resiliency, whether you're up, down, and then intensity. I'd rather be thought of as a little too intense than a little, oh yeah, Brant, he's a little, he's kind of ho-hum about life. I don't want to be lukewarm. I want to be on fire. I want to have intensity. I want to bring passion. So that's the I, and then trying to do it a little bit different instead of just individuals or showcasing one or two players. We want to be together. So that's where the togetherness in GRIT, and GRIT's just a great quality in a player. Let's be honest, like grit, moxie. There's some of these I just love about hoopers. And grit is probably my favorite, like, quality in a player. So then to have meaning behind it, with the gratitude, resiliency, intensity, togetherness. We do Zoom calls when we're not playing in weekends. We're doing a mental training program. We have a lot more than just playing 5-on-5 on the weekends with our club program called GRIT.
Now down here in the South, Coach, GRIT is a dish. I went out there to the West Coast one time, Coach, and we sat in the IHOP, and I said, let me get some of them grits. And the woman looked at me and said, "What is a grit?"
It's similar to coconut risotto.
All right, Coach. Well, let's talk a little bit about Pacific. You guys got it going on like Donkey Kong, huh? The season is kicked off. Tell us a little bit about the hoops that's happening over there at Pacific University.
Yeah, it's happening, man. We're going. It's season's jumped off. We compete in the Northwest Conference. That's Oregon and Washington, Division III schools, and we're getting better. Every year, every day, that's one of our goals, is one of our core values is continuously improve. So we're not where we're going to be. We're not where we're at. We're getting better. So we're 1-1, and it's early in the season. So that's what it takes now, is just trying to get a little better every day, not get rich quick, not turn things around overnight, just to continuously improve.
Well, Coach, you got that Jumpman logo on your shirt. I'm thinking to myself, like, I might end up going to Pacific and committing. But as the recruiting coordinator, Coach, you know, we get so many kids on this show, and typically when we get the guys on there, they be dogs. I'm talking about they top 50 in the country, right? We've been fortunate enough to have some Super Ballers come on the show. But when we talk to kids just out in public and out and about, we ask them like, where you want to go? And, kids just, they just so trained by social media to say Division I. I'm sitting up there looking at you. You like, you rocking jump, man. Like, I want my kid to go where they can get on the court and make an impact and develop and grow, get that tape. Because you know what? Now with the transfer portal, you might get opportunity to get pulled up a level if you do the right things and you get some good tape. But going to sit on the 15th man spot at a small school just because they Division I don't see how that's going to help a kid unless it's an education thing and degrees, right? I get it. But you get where I'm going. So, Coach, what do you say to those kids and when you're talking to them at these tournaments at their high schools and you say, hey, have you considered Division III? What does that pitch look like?
Do you want to be a guy or the guy? You come to Pacific, you're going to be the guy. You go walk on somewhere, you'll be like, I was a guy, maybe you get some gear and stuff. I got a lot of purple gear from University of Portland still from back in the day, but you're just going to be a guy. Maybe you work your way into a spot up shooter or you get a role as a junior or senior, but do you want to have the ball in your hands late in the game and win? Do you want to come to a program where we're going to compete for national championships and you're going to have the ball in your hand late in the game? Or do you want to walk on somewhere and maybe have a chance down the road to be a spot player here and there? So that's usually what I tell them. And, it's a different situation for every kid. I enjoyed my experience as a walk-on, but like you said there, B. Jones, that was about the education and the location, and it all was a good fit for me. And some kids don't want to sit and wave the towel. I gave a lot of high fives. I never started a game in college, but my perspective and that work ethic that I learned as a walk-on, where everybody else was getting full ride scholarships and I was getting maybe a couple pair of Nikes and a uniform that was always 2 sizes too big, right? I still got the opportunity and I took advantage of it, and it's helped carry me to where I'm at now. So every situation is different. Every case is different. Every kid's thoughts are different, but there is something to be said, like you said, about getting on the floor and playing right away. And that's what we're trying to do, is find those kids that maybe could go to a higher level, but they want to play. And so that's kind of the kids we're looking for, that maybe are talented, but maybe they value the education. We're extremely high academic university. So maybe there's kids that value the location. We're close to Portland, but not in Portland, half hour outside of the city. So you can get to a Blazers-Lakers game or get to a concert. You can see Harry Mack, which is the only concert I've seen in the last few years. If you guys don't know who Harry Mack is, you can do some research. He's a white freestyle rapper.
What?
Harry Mack. Look him up. Harry Mack's legit. He can take whatever the audience throws at him, and he freestyle and makes it all flow.
I saw him. I've seen him on social media. He is dope. Yes.
So dope.
I've never said he got to be a genius, because literally he told 6 people to say something. They all said something different, and he was able to put those in the rap as he was going. It was the craziest thing. Harry Mack, I might have to go to that show.
That's the concert I went to in Portland, because it's legit. Like Eminem and the freestyle stuff's dope, and he takes it to another level.
Whole nother level. He likes sports night talk.
You can get to the concert, but you're in this college town here. Where we're at's a college town of about 28,000 people in Forest Grove, Oregon. So you can get to the city, but you're not in a city. You're in a college town here. So we're pulling kids from LA, mostly West Coast. We recruit pretty heavily. But yeah, we're going after the best players we can, and maybe they'll go higher. But if we're not trying, they're not going to end up here. If we are trying and they go higher, they're not ending up here either. So either way, same end result.
Well, Coach, it's that time. One of us is going to be a guy, and the other one will be the guy. So we're about to play a game. Coach, are you ready?
Let's go.
Welcome to the championship rounds. This is the part of the show with KT and I. We do a little bit of one-on-one with you. Brant Minor now officially calling all the shots on this show, okay? Have you ever played Would You Rather before, Coach?
No, I'll say no. So that way you can explain it to everybody watching.
Yeah, I was about to say it's super simple if you're new to the program. Both KT and I are about to give you a complex series of options, okay? Whichever host you select, that host will get a point, and the first host to get 2 points or the best out of 3 will win this episode's game of championship rounds, and the loser probably going to be doing a little bit of pouting on this thing, coach. So make sure y'all watch the body language after this is all said and done. All right, coach. I'm the defending champ, so I am going to get this thing started. Here we go. Coach Minor, would you rather get the head coaching job of your dreams and you go on to have an illustrious 30-year career at that school, you win the district, you win divisions, and you are ultimately put in that team's Hall of Fame, or
coach a player that needed guidance because no one gave them a chance? They make it to the Basketball Hall of Fame, and then their speech tells you they wouldn't be there without you.
I'm gonna go with the head coach, man. I like my own accolades, but I do feel like having somebody else and recognize me would be definitely more rewarding. So, KT on that one.
Let me call the Trailblazers and cancel that interview. All right, here we go. Round number 2. I'm just messing. I'm just joking. All right, coach, round number 2.
Would you rather host a food show where you get to explore delicious dishes from around your city for Hulu Sports, where you get to interview other college coaches and introduce them to the world of Pacific University, or
man, that option gets better every week. Or would you rather have Netflix show up on the campus of Pacific University on Monday morning? We're going to record and we're going to tell the Pacific University story brick by brick, play by play, practice by practice, with the deep insight on the culture, the coaches, the players, and kind of like a Last Chance U style documentary. We're going to tell the Pacific story.
I love food, KT, but I do want to hear the tiebreaker third question, so I'm going to go.
You were going to hear it anyway, coach. You got it anyway.
Oh, B. Jones. I think it'd be awesome to document what we're doing and have that immortalized for a long time. So I'm going to go with the Netflix series.
All right, coach. You passed the burning sands, but now we take it to round 3. Sudden death overtime. The winner will prevail here. So we don't do any talking for round 3, coach. I guess we do a little bit of talking, but it's really all about sneakers, okay? And since you got the Jumpman logo, y'all sponsors are going to love this. They are going to absolutely love this segment. KT and I are huge sneaker fans. As a matter of fact, we go live every Wednesday night at 8 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. Part of that live show is I do a segment called The Drop, where I talk about new tennis that are coming out, new sneakers, fashion, how much they cost, all of that good stuff. But as you can see, over the last 5 years, KT and I have a collection that surpasses 200 and some sneakers, okay? So it's got a little bit ridiculous. So we did what we decided is before the show, we picked a pair of shoes out of our collection that we thought represented you in Pacific University, okay, coach?
All right, let's see them.
On the count of 3, we're going to get you to say, hold that sneaker. And once you do so, we'll put, look, Kevin, he got the Grinches in the background. I'm looking at the Grinches. Okay. I see some major heat back there. All right, coach. So on the count of 3, we're going to get you to say, hold that sneaker. And we're going to show you what we got. All right. 3, 2, 1.
Hold that sneaker. Let's go. Hold that sneaker. What do we got? Ooh, cherry. Ooh.
I knew he was going 11.
Both 11s? You guys both pulled out the 11s.
I knew he was going 11s, coach, so I had to do the neutralizer.
Yeah. Man. B. Jones. Coach, KT, I love those cherry ones, but the black going hard. So there's that body language.
Yeah.
Just because you didn't win this one, coach, doesn't mean their next one's not going to fall your way.
Fix your face.
I'm pouting this whole.
He's going to start complaining here.
I know, right?
My favorites.
Hey, make them run lines, coach, but it don't matter because and still. Oh, coach, it's so
Did you guys
heavy.
know
It
you're
feels
both
so
going
good.
11s?
No, we didn't know.
We don't know. That's the glory of the situation. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I brought 2 sneakers to this one. I brought some 4s, but I said, you know what? Kevin is going to go with those 11s, so I brought out the 11s. But
I'm a 1s, 3s, and 11s.
I almost brought out my 1s. Dang it.
Can we stop talking about shoes? Can we just get on with the show?
Hey,
He's still pouting.
He's still pound, coach. He don't know how to take it L. Oh my goodness, that's a way to end the year. That's a way.
Oh, well, you move on. Yes, you won.
In 23. All right, coach. It's monarchy alert. Let's go, coach. Let's get him up out of here. And we talked about the past. We talked about some of your great organizations and some of your accomplishments. And we had a great time in the process. But the title of the show, Sports Life Talks, you got next. What's next for Coach Brant Minor?
Man, I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. I love my life. I'm blessed indeed. I got a beautiful family and getting to impact lives and future generations to come. And that's what I'm about, is trying to make a difference. And so I had a great time. I really appreciate you guys having me on and just kind of shooting in the dark. Didn't know much about me, but reached out and got in touch. And I think you guys got a killer thing going. I love the energy and the vibes. So I'm going to be tag, sharing, liking. I'll get this out there to my community and definitely hopefully gets you some more followers and likers and friends and the ultimate F, the fam. Let's go.
Let's go.
And I do want to give a shout out to our man at the Coach's Corner, because he's the one that kind of set this up.
That's right. That's right. This is a nominations video.
Yeah, he tagged us and was like, hey, y'all got to get Brant Minor on. No, he said Brant Minor has next. And
I'm up. Let's go. Man, family, FOE, family over everything. So shout out my wife, my daughter, my son, my mom, my dad, my brother. There's just a lot of the coaches that helped me growing up. Coach Cal, Coach York, Coach Holton, Coach Wold, Coach Brown. A lot of those guys now working for a guy, Coach Lunt, Justin Lunt. Love working with him. He's actually the head coach here at Pacific, who's the head coach in my AAU program. So he works for me, I work for him. But no, there's just so many that I don't want to start naming too many names, as I just named about 15 people. But no, there's a lot of people that have got me where I am. And so definitely just a lot of gratitude for the people that have helped me get this far.
all right, so this is the part of the show where you get a chance to call the person that you think should have next. Tell them, hey, I got a chance to rock with B. Jones and KT. Tell them my story. I want you to do the same thing. With that said, Coach, who you calling out? Who should have next?
At Coach J. Willis. John Willis, I'm going to call him out. He's going to bring energy to this show. He's got passion. I was in his wedding, talk about a celebration. We did a little Euro down the aisle as I walked down as one of his groomsmen, and just an incredible guy. And he'd be a fun guest, and I would be excited to watch the show if he's on. So Coach Jonathan Willis, yeah, good dude, good guy, good energy. He'll be fine.
All right, Coach Jonathan Willis, you are officially on the clock. Your ticket just got punched. We're going to have you on the show in season 4 so you can come on and tell your story, and we're going to have a good time in the process. I already liked what he said about you. I'm feeling pretty bullish about that. But Coach Brant Minor, you got next. You are the truth, Coach. I love your energy. You are 100% a vibe. I can't wait to get up there to Pacific to see you guys play. And we are wishing you nothing but success in the new year, in your whole career, whatever you decide to do. And I can't wait to see Grit play too. I can't wait to see Grit. I want to see what that club program.
You got to check out our unis. We got the freshest uniforms in the game.
I kind of felt like that. Your swag is a little bit different. So, Coach, you are extraordinary. You are elite. You deserve a yeet. Hey, Kevin, how that song go? To all of those who, I don't know how to sing the New Year song, but we want to say, everybody, thank y'all. 2023 has been a blessing. It's been an amazing time. We appreciate the love and the support, the energy that you poured into our program over this year. This platform is going places. Y'all heard Coach tell it. He almost had me over here in tears. I was so excited to hear him say that, but we can't do this without you. This is that last moment. This is your last time. We are right up on the cusp of 2024, so we need you to help push us across this line. Smash the subscribe button, become a part of the Sports Life Talk family, hit the like button, share this content with somebody out there that need to hear it. I guarantee you can just close your eyes and throw a dart. Somebody hit whoever you hit, they're gonna love this show. And I'm gonna add one more. Go to our social media. We drop social media content every single day at Sports Life Talk. All one word. Rock with your brothers from another mother. We sincerely, truly appreciate that. If you watch this on YouTube, thank you. But remember, going forward, we got over 450 shows loaded up on our podcast. So wherever you listen to podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, you can download the audio version and listen to the smooth velvet tones of the Mouth of the South. B. Jones, whether you're on your way to work, in your car, I don't care, doing your homework, cooking, come rock with us on the podcast. And if you want to be on the show, if you saying, hey, this is cool, I want to be a part of it, I got a story that the world needs to hear, go to our website, sltugotnext.com. Click on the nominate tab and tell us a little bit about yourself and why you feel like you got next up. And we're going to reach out to you. Don't tempt us with a good time, because we're going to reach out and touch you. So make sure you about that action if you want to come on the show. All right, KT, man. Hey, I want to tell you, first and foremost, I love you, brother. It's been a great year. We're going to do this thing. You ready to take one more trip around the sun, man?
Yes, I am. But, BJ, I'm still mad at you, so don't be trying to be all friendly and everything right now. But, Coach, thank you so much for I love you too, brother. Thank you so much, Coach, for rocking with us. Whatever you need from us, please let us know, and we got your back.
Appreciate you guys. It was a good time.
Hey, Kevin, last chance to sing that Rod Stewart. Hit that high note.
Forever young. I didn't do it as good as I did.
Nailed it.
You killed your KT. Hey, Sports Life Talk Nation, we love y'all. Stay safe, be blessed, respect each other, and love one another, because together we are better. And keep dreaming big, because you never know, your story may be the next one featured on Sports Life Talks. You got next. Yeet!
The craziest, I knew you had next, because you always working, you always grinding, you're in your bag because you're always working. Like, in due time, I knew you got next. Oh, you did it, huh? Crack the code. You got next, you smashing goals. You want next, you need exposure. Well, Sports Like Talk got the baddest show, like the baddest. In the room, podcast to tune into just for you to talk your shit. Talk your mushroom, you are what you eat and you should consume. Sports Like Talk from the late night to the afternoon, then rest repeat. Hit the like, leave a comment, or subscribe so you don't miss a beat. You got next is a small taste of a winning meal from a chef type of celebrity. What's up next is you, at least you better be. Yeah, you got next, yeah. I can feel it, you're a winner just like me. You got next, and what comes next? Tune in next time and you'll see. Cause if you got next, yeah, if you got next, then you're just like me. If you got next, yeah, if you got next, then you know where to be. I'm talking Sports Life, talking this.